Well, here I am, pre-hurricane weather. Thought I'd take a ride over to the Village of Richmond. And as you can hear, there's a horrid amount of activity going on. Regardless of a pending hurricane, that doesn't stop the villages. There is nothing but an onslaught of traffic coming in and out of here. There's the mail station, or their little rec center they're going to have over here. But I kid you not, as I sit here, you can hear all the cars come by. But I thought I would try to ride in here. What I'm really looking for are the veranda homes. If I get an opportunity to show you guys these veranda homes in the Village of Richmond. Of course, your walled in areas like this are one of the main giveaways. I'm coming down what is Tharp Avenue. And Burgess Drive. Let me pan over to the left here a little bit. Yes, Burgess Drive and Henrico Road is where these veranda homes are situated. At least this group of them is anyways. So let's try to take a ride through, and generally what I like to do is to ride up one side of the street and I'll ride the perimeter around and catch the outer side as well, just to try to show you as many of these veranda homes as I possibly can. There's a little bit less activity around here because these should be pretty much done, but you're still going to get some contractors around here. I know it's been a good while since I've done some homes and ride-throughs, but I've been really busy. This village neighborhood has been super congested, so it's made videoing a little difficult. You know, I tend to be more of the boots on the ground kind of videographer rather than a drone guy, although I'm gonna be coming up with some drones here soon, so stay tuned for that as well as I expand my horizons and give you a little bit more of a fuller aspect. We got people coming into houses that shouldn't be in here at all. But as you can see with stucco homes, you get a lot prettier, more vibrant colors. Now today is going to be a lot more overcast because this is a pre-hurricane footage. Now from what I understood, I saw an article come out not too long ago about the villages doing some sort of new styled homes. If you get that information as well as I do, you may have seen that article as well. That's something I'm gonna have to go check out as well. But these homes are pretty much set up the same as the others. Like many of the courtyard patio villas, they're all grouped together, of course. within the contained walls. Your verandas, of course, are designer homes, just that they have privacy fences for your pets. This one's already sold. This home is already sold. The amazing thing about the Village is, and it's just my opinion, I can't base this on actual facts, but other than what I've noticed and things that I've heard, these homes are almost sold before they're even built. Now, I'm not sure about the verandas, but of course your customers are going to be people buy the lots and have their designer homes built. That is something wish we could do. That is lotto to us. But you know, even if you have a villa or if you own and live within the villages, and I mean within the villages, not surrounding it, then you are blessed to be in the villages. You are an actual villager with all the amenities and all the perks that come with that. I'm gonna speed this up just a hair. I'm kind of crawling through this video a little bit. Just wanted to show you what these houses are looking like. I'm gonna flip right here again. We just came down that street. Now I'm gonna come to the other side of this street that we just rode down. We're gonna catch a view of the inner perimeter of these homes. A lot of these houses, you know, got the same features, same styles, but some of these are gonna be a little different. I know it's like, you know, homes that have a little different gables are a little different from some of the norms. Or like this home right here, you know, this is typically what you would see. All these homes south of 44 come with St. Augustine grass, which personally I can't stand. Wish the villages would have stayed with that beautiful zoysia that you get north of 44. It's the most problematic grass I've ever dealt with. But it's what it is. So you get a good view of the home. Well, that one needs to be worked on. So the verandas are designer homes with privacy fencing. Now, alongside of the huge rec center that they have in the beginning of the entrance, they also built another neighborhood rec center where they're going to be the neighborhood pool. This is off way in the back. So these people get two accesses to the rec center up in the very front and the one over here way in the back. It's my first time being back in this direction. Now, actually, I'm going to get out and walk this here a little bit. The neighborhood pool and rec center. Now, towards the back of Richmond, you can see your, what's that, shuffleboard or something? Bocce ball. I never remember anymore. I don't play them, so I always get it confused. Right here, you can see off there is going to be dog parks. Got two dog parks, one on the right, one on the left over here. And then the walking path going straight out as you can see off in the distance. Actually, it's really nice. They got a huge pond back here. It's more like a lake. You know, a lot of your neighborhoods, you generally see a retention pond. I'm gonna come to the back of these utility buildings. Just to get to an opening. Oh, I thought I saw a gate there for a second, but nope. There's a little bit of wildlife floating around in the water. Shrink that back down. They get a huge retention pond back there. You might as well just call this a lake. The people who are going to be buying these houses in the back here are going to get this big old lake view. And I'm almost certain that the price comes with that as well. And here's the back side of the family, you know, the neighborhood pool, This is not the family pool, I don't believe. As far as that pool is concerned, I don't think it's the family pool. That might be in another location. Somebody asked me one time, why do they have the difference between a neighborhood pool and the family pool? Well, it's quite simple. The Villages is technically a retirement community. I mean, it's supposed to be a retirement community. So you have your neighborhood pools are generally of a certain age on up for the neighborhood. Then you have your family pool where villagers, families, grandkids, and all that come down and enjoy a swimming pool. And they come to the family pools, which are bigger. You know, they're going to have more seating and all that kind of stuff to accommodate families. And no, I'm no authority on it. I'm not an expert on nothing like this. But here's the inside of this. As you can see, it's a long way from being done. Nothing in the pool. This is still all in the works. But yeah, I could see this is going to be the neighborhood pool. And all the pools come with rules, things like that. Not that anybody cares about rules, right? But there you go. The neighborhood pool here, and this is the back side of the Village of Richmond. And like I mentioned before, neighborhood pool to the back. And just a short little ways, you've got this one here to the front. So these people get access, close access to two pools. I'm going to assume this is the major rec center here, where this would be considered the family pool. Then you got sand volleyball courts, which you rarely see. I've only seen 2 or 3 of these maybe. This might be the 3rd set of those that I've ever seen in the villages. But I tend not to get out a whole lot. There's a large group. Good-sized group of pickleball courts, as well as a couple of tennis courts. I see another area back here. I'm gonna go investigate just to see what we got towards the back here. Now, once again, we're in the Village of Richmond. Bocce ball, shuffleboard, courts, as you're going to typically find. I'm sure you're going to find your horseshoes. I want to get out here and walk this little pathway. These houses are like right up against it, as we see in other villages. Well, this is different. Very different. Blue painted courts. Are these pickleball courts? Really not certain. Just because these are set apart from the regular pickleball courts off in the distance, these aren't tennis courts. But whatever it is, obviously some sort of a court. So I'm not exactly sure what's played on here. Nice though, blue painted. Very different. And they're also each individually fenced in, which is a little different from the rest of them like that. I mean, they're all fenced in, but just to have a court by itself wrapped up like that is just a different situation. I haven't seen this anywhere else. You know what? I decided to come over here closer to the little area, and I'm gonna get out here and walk it myself. Boots on the ground. There's a whole lot going on around here. This really isn't all done. If you see trash and all sorts of stuff out here, this is still a work in progress. It's got a long way to go. I thought I would just take a look on this little walkway right here. And I may not walk this whole thing, but I'll walk what I walk. I'm gonna come right here and stop you because you can see some equipment. I'm gonna just kind of enlarge this right here. Some exercise equipment off in the distance. Right here. Turn around in the Brownwood direction. course, we have more equipment right here. This equipment, in case anybody doesn't know, this is self body weight exercise. You use your own body weight. These are free for all villagers. If you are a villager, you can use any of this equipment at any location of the villages. I really like what they've done with this area right here. They've turned that into something. This really wasn't the original design from what I've heard. Then when the plans changed, I think they said they were going to do some kind of apartments at first. But those plans have changed to a much better situation. I'm a lot happier with this. I'd rather see houses in a bunch of apartment complexes, but that's just my own personal opinion. Okay, I come up on this equipment here. As you can see, what they've got here. I think I'm going to go ahead and walk over to these sand courts just to get a closer view of it. Now, I don't know how many people out there go to the beach, right, and play volleyball on the beach. Well, yeah, that's full sand. Definitely full sand volleyball courts, or whatever else they may be used for. But I know that people do at least that, just like they were on the beach. If I had a beach body, well, you know, I could take off my shirt and flex and play that, but I'm beyond those years now, I think. But anyway, folks, it's just a quick glimpse of this larger rec center, the postal station, what I think is the family pool, but it could be just a neighborhood pool. I don't know. Just going off of its appearance. I think the fact that this doesn't have its own individual name for that area might be just a large neighborhood pool. Who knows? In your postal center, that little pool area in the back didn't have what I saw a postal station. That's the first entrance coming in to the Village of Richmond. As you can see where people are coming in and out right in here. People are heading over going towards Brownwood. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video. It wasn't a whole lot. Not a whole lot to see, I guess. It just kind of gives some people an idea, you know, what they're doing on the ground. I can tell you that these pads that you might be seeing, these are going to be what I believe are our cornhole pads. Cornhole pads. Sometimes you might see horseshoes. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for today. Hope you enjoyed this little quick glimpse of the Village of Richmond's postal rec center and the neighborhood pool, and a few of its little amenities in this area. If you don't mind doing me a favor, click that subscribe button. Smash that like button. It really helps me out. Hope you enjoyed those verandas. I know it wasn't very long. The verandas, I know those houses like that, you basically can only do ride-throughs. They really frown upon people doing videotaping inside the houses. But anyway, stay safe out there. Like I say, this is pre-hurricane, and I'll see you guys when y'all get here as well. Later.
Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah.